Alright, so, yeah, I guess, well, here's another one of these things. I haven't seen the movie yet, and I am going to tell you what I think it's gonna be like before it happens. So, The Dark Knight Rises, like, I've heard that a lot of people were disappointed in it, but I don't know whether or not that's because it's messing up the other movies or plot holes or whatever. Honestly, I think I've seen the other movies and I don't actually know. I don't remember. I don't know if that's just because I saw them a while ago or I don't know. But yeah, I'm just gonna go see it and check it out. I don't expect too much, I don't expect Avengers or anything, but because of how many people are disappointed, it's probably gonna be underclass. But we'll see, So see you in a few hours. I am not sure what to say. Okay, let me structure this, alright, it started off like, oh man. You know how I mentioned earlier that, I hadn't seen the other movies? I hadn't seen them completely, as far as I know. I know I've seen the end of The Dark Knight, and I know I've seen, like, the bit where, Harvey Dent's dead and all that, and, Batman walking away and all that, and, I don't know. I'm not sure this ties into that very well, it's kind of set, like, 8 years later and stuff, and Batman's now, has a bad leg and all, and I don't know, I was wondering how that happened. He didn't look like he had a bad leg before, and this made me wonder, like, did they really continue it well? Or, well, whatever, there's, man, this is a little bit out of my league. I'm not used to reviewing this kind of thing. Let me just get to the chase here. I found it kind of boring. A saying, there were these big action scenes going on, it seemed like two giant armies just fighting each other, and it was a big battle, at the climax, and I was honestly shuffling in my seat. I was kind of bored out. I was waiting for it to be over. It just doesn't feel exciting. Like, there's really, I guess, not as much build-up as it needed to excite me at all. But I'm just, boy, because, it's hard to get invested in them. Like, The Dark Knight, maybe it's just because I haven't seen the other movies, but he seems pretty dull. Like, there's not much character development with him. But as I said, maybe that's because there's more in the other movies, but it seemed like he just kind of stayed the same mostly throughout the movie, boy. The villain Bane, at the start of the movie, he started off actually pretty cool, like just taking down this plane and all that, like acting all badass and stuff, and then we kind of get to his plan, and that's where things start to go wrong, like, this isn't much of a spoiler, but you might want to stop now if you don't want it, but it's a little bit of one. Like, basically his little plan here is to basically, like, cut off Gotham or something and start some sort of revolution for some reason and then blow it up because, I don't know, like, he could blow it up at any time and just doesn't for some reason. He just wants to crush the souls of them for some reason, and it's never explained. We're never given any reason as to why he wants to do this, and so you just can't get invested, you know, and it just doesn't feel like there's anything I should really care about. You know, that's the main problem. At least for me, I just found it hard to care about everything, you know. I guess those rumors are true that I've been hearing, that it wasn't that great. Like, I can believe it now. Like, it just didn't feel right. It felt like a step down, because I remember from what I saw of The Dark Knight, I thought it looked pretty good, you know. But with this, it just seems to take a downside, you know. I can definitely see what those people meant now. And, you know, I'm just going to be rambling on if I just keep on going, so I will just wrap this up. Another thing I didn't like, but I suppose I should come to expect it now, the fact that all the villains get killed off in the end. That's not really much of a spoiler, though, because in every other movie, the villain was killed off in the end. You know, Two-Face, freaking Joker, Ra's al Ghul, you know, they were all killed off. The only understandable one is Joker, because the actor died, but with all the others, it just seems unnecessary. Like, they're just kind of, you know, they're just kind of burning the candle at both ends right there, you know, just, you know, and... oh, and then there was this bullcrap thing, like, this guy, like, that somehow knew that Bruce Wayne was Batman. Never explained, by the way. Like, he just kind of was like, yeah, I know you're Batman, and never really explains it. Like, they give him this name of Robin, and he now has control of, the Batcave. Like, apparently his real name's Robin, even though, like, the name he's been using is not the name of any of the Robins I know. You know, kind of hinting at, like, some sort of Robin sequel thing, which I'm probably not going to care too much about. And, you know, it was pretty disappointing, even for the fact that I wasn't expecting anything, disappointment or anything else. So, yeah, I just found it kind of unpleasant, and I'm probably not alone there, from what I've heard. So, yeah, can't say anything more. I'm not sure what I'm going to see next, so I guess I'll just have to surprise you there. Yep, that's it.